We are at Beaver Creek Elevation talking to the Pretty Wild. We have Jill, we have Julie, we have Nick as well. And wow, what a fun event this is. It brings together music industry folks, and you guys have had a busy last couple of months. Give us kind of the scoop about what's going on.
Okay, so we just signed to records under Sony, Columbia. So that's been a big, crazy life change. So we've just been writing a bunch and gearing up for a tour. We just signed with CAA, so that's been awesome. So you can expect, and we just had our single come out, our debut single, Xanax and Champagne. Getting ready to gear up for a lot of new music coming up, and yeah.
Well, how long have you guys been performing?
So we're sisters. Spoiler alert, in case you guys didn't know. We've been music's been a huge part of our life. It's always been that constant. It's been the epicenter of our life. Our parents introduced us at a very young age to musicals, and as well as we always had a family heirloom piano, horribly out of tune, in our living room just growing up. And so we got in lessons, and we fell in love with it, and we started learning more and more instruments. And the two of us just decided, this is our life calling. We want to really pursue this.
Yeah, and you both play what, guitar?
Guitar, drums, piano, and we sing. Okay. And she plays mandolin too.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, you play it all and
absolutely.
Everything. And then let's talk a little bit about the dynamics between you two. Okay, who's older? Who's younger?
Okay. So Jill's younger. So we have we're 5-year age gap. I'm older, and then I guess the best guy. We don't fight very often. People ask that about siblings a lot. We don't fight very often, but Nick is always coming in on the quick draw to tell, I guess, about the real. You have the insider scoop because he's always around us.
Yeah.
I got the scoop.
I heard that Nick was one that it gets things done. But Nick, tell us how you are wrapped into the Pretty Wild.
Okay, I met Jill teaching her drum lessons.
Yeah, he was my drum coach.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Started teaching her drum lessons 3 years ago, and then last year at some point she said, "Hey, you produce too, right?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Well, we're gonna need you for that actually, so you might want to quit your job and work with us." And I said, "Okay, I want to quit my job and come work with you guys."
Okay, well, yeah, now you guys are in Nashville. Is that kind of where you have to go to make things happen? Give us the scoop.
Being in Nashville is super important because that's where, you're in the scene and you're constantly meeting new people and you're constantly getting to collaborate with amazing creatives. And it's just been a super beneficial thing for everybody.
Which is not essential, right? But
I mean,
you could get by without it, but it is so much easier.
You can make music anywhere, but it's this huge community of just people that love music and they love writing and they love performing, and just it's a great place to learn and be a little sponge where you can take things from every single write and every single person you come into contact with, which we love.
Well, and now having the representation and signing all this, what does that mean? I mean, people are gonna know who the Pretty Wild is after all this going on.
It's a lot. It's crazy. It's definitely a level up from what we have been at for a while, but it's super exciting. We're just excited to bring our flavor, our zest, our craziness to this next level, and I don't think anyone's really prepared for it. And we just can't wait to break those boundaries and see if, people resonate with that. So.
Oh, I know. And your video, to talk about Xanax and Champagne and just you guys you do such a great job. Your actresses as well. I mean, this is...
Oh, thank you. I mean, that's probably our time. We spent some time in LA. We grew up in Indiana, moved to Vegas, and then we ended up moving to LA and San Diego for a bit. But in LA, we did a lot of extra work. And so I think it paid off when it comes to music videos that we get this kind of weird little angle we can tap into. But yeah, Xanax and Champagne was a really fun video. We recorded it at Two Rivers Mansion, which is a beautiful, historic, creepy property that's owned by the city. It's amazing. So yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it,
Yeah.
But,
and Nick, for you being in the industry, I mean, what do you see?
In general?
Yeah.
Coming from them?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I knew that seeing what Jill and Julia were already doing, it didn't make any sense not to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Even though I'm from rock and pop, I've never worked on anything country related before a year ago.
Yeah.
And
well, they're calling you guys y'all-ternative, which is country, alternative, and rock. So.
Yep. So we make it work.
Okay, definitely. All right. Well, if we want to follow you and just, start in on the ground floor with this amazing journey, what's the best way?
You can find us on Instagram, We Are The Pretty Wild. On TikTok, We Are The Pretty Wild. And Facebook, The Pretty Wild. So.
Okay.
Yeah, we keep it easy.
All right. Perfect. Thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you,
for having me,
guys.
yeah.